The wind carried the scent of dust and ash across the empty plains of what was once the breadbasket of earth. Cities lay silent, their towers hollowed by time and neglect. Captain Elia Morin stood at the cliff's edge, gazing at the horizon where the last sunset seemed to bleed into the poisoned sky. Behind her, the council's messenger waited with a sealed tablet in hand. "Elia," the messenger's voice trembled, "the star seed has been found." She turned, her eyes narrowing. Legends spoke of it, a creation of the ancients, a seed capable of seeding life on a new world. No one truly believed it existed until now. Within the halls of the Preservation Council, the air was heavy with urgency. Maps of the Orion expanse flickered in holographic blue. Unknown star systems glimmered like distant promises. The Starborn, humanity's last deep space ark, awaited in the shipyards, its hull shimmering with layered alloys designed for centuries of travel. Elia's fingers traced the data tablet. Coordinates, navigation pathways, potential threats. This wasn't just a mission. This was the last pilgrimage, and she had been chosen to lead it. As night fell, the launch countdown began. The Starborn's engines hummed, a low heartbeat echoing across the dock. Families wept. Children pressed their palms to the cold glass of the viewing decks. In the silence between farewells, Elia whispered to herself, "We leave to return, or not at all." And with that, the voyage began. The Starborn slipped beyond the outer rim of the Sol system, its hull catching the faint shimmer of distant suns. Inside, the crew moved with silent precision, every station alive with readouts and navigation streams. Days turned into weeks. The hum of the ship became the rhythm of their lives. Outside the observation deck, nebulae swirled in colors that defied description. Golden clouds folding into sapphire waves. Lieutenant Kale adjusted the long-range scanners. Unidentified energy patterns bearing 37 degrees starboard. Elia's gaze locked on the display, a signature no human technology could match. Ancient, deliberate. They diverted course, drawn toward the anomaly. Floating in the void was a vast, derelict structure, an alien ring, fractured but still pulsing with light. Its surface was etched with spirals and glyphs. Docking was risky, but the opportunity was too great. Inside, corridors stretched endlessly, walls humming with latent energy. Symbols glowed faintly, almost guiding them deeper. At the core chamber, they found it. A crystalline sphere, rotating slowly, emitting a harmonic resonance that seemed to bypass the ears and speak directly to the mind. Visions flooded Elia's thoughts, oceans of emerald, skies of gold, a world ready for life. But with the visions came a warning. Shadows moving across the stars, drawn to the star seed's power. They were not alone. The ring's lights dimmed, as if urging them to leave, and so they did. But now the race had truly begun. Beyond the Orion expanse, darkness took form. Their pursuers, sleek, predatory vessels with hulls that drank in the starlight, closed the gap with silent precision. The crew worked without sleep, threading the Starborn through asteroid belts and ion storms. Each jump left their pursuers momentarily lost, only for them to reappear hours later. In the mess hall, whispers spread. Who were they? How did they know of the starseed? Cale's theory was grim. If the ancients created the seed, someone else was meant to guard it, or prevent others from using it. A near-fatal encounter in a binary star system left the Starborn crippled. They took refuge on the shadowed moon of a gas giant, its icy surface masking their energy signature. While repairs began, Elia walked the frozen plains, staring at the distant stars. That night, the alien ships passed overhead, massive silhouettes blotting out constellations. The crew held their breath, and somehow the hunters moved on. But Elia knew this was temporary. The shadows would return. The final stretch of their journey would demand more than skill. It would demand sacrifice. Weeks later, the Starborn emerged from the last jump. Before them stretched a star system untouched by war or decay. At its heart, a golden sun bathed a blue-green planet in soft light. Tears welled in the crew's eyes as they gazed at oceans that mirrored sapphire skies. The starseed pulsed warmly, as if recognizing its destination. Descent was treacherous. Atmospheric storms clawed at the hull. But they landed in a valley surrounded by crystal waterfalls and forests alive with song. For the first time in centuries, humanity breathed air untainted by sorrow. Children laughed, rivers sang, and in the night sky, the Starborn rested, its mission fulfilled. Elia stood on a cliff, watching the twin moons rise. We left to return, and here we begin again. The last pilgrimage had ended. The age of the Starborn had begun.